Winning versus pwning. Personally, the thing is that I've won some matches that I'm like, okay, I won. Not a big deal. I won because a person made a real big mistake, or I won because I got lucky because let's say I activate Case of a Dragon's effect and all cards enter grave. He took a lot of damage, so alright, I dealt him a lot of damage. But if he drew a monster, he would have beat me. But if he doesn't, and I draw a monster, I would beat him. So then I will win, something like that. It's like, well, granted, I did set up the chance of me winning by just drawing a monster and attacking with it. But he could have also drew a monster and attacked me and won. So it's it's 50-50. So I put it's truly a win when it's 100. When it's 100%. Everything you did led to your victory, and your opponent pretty much couldn't do anything about it. It's not really a win, like it's not a victory. It's a win if it's just, alright, you lose, I won. You made a mistake, cost you, the game. Alright, I won, or you forfeited, so I won because of that. Okay, I won. I get credit. I get the victory without the effort. I got the one, not the victory. I got the win. I got the win out of it, but I didn't beat you. I didn't pwn you. That's the reason between winning versus pwning. Pwning is one-sided battle. I had the advantage. I was prepared. You weren't ready for this, and you lost because I was more prepared. I had a strategy. I saw the strategy through, and I won because I was prepared, as opposed to just winning because you left a weak monster in attack mode, and I drew a monster, summoned it, and attacked it, and won just because you made a small little mistake. It's like, okay, whoop-de-freaking do. You know what I mean? It's not like that's going to happen all the time. So that's why it's just a win and not pwning. But somebody just claimed they pwned you because they had Gachi on the field, and Gachi had 2 materials, so you had 2200 defense. Then let's say I'm the one who doesn't have Gachi. My opponent has Gachi. I draw a Gene Werewolf, right, who has 2000 attack. I look on the field, I see that Gachi has 1800 defense, forgetting, or maybe I didn't even know, that he gets a power boost to his defense by the materials. So I summon Gene Warp. I only have 200 life points left. I attack. Then my opponent, declares that I lost. And then I'm like, wait, what happened? Wait, what do you mean? I didn't lose. And then he points out that his Gachi has 2200 defense. I just lost by running into it. And then that kind of scenario, I would be like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to attack. If I knew that, I wouldn't have attacked. But I already declared the attack. I took damage. So it's like, I can't I can't take that back. I messed up. I should have paid attention. You know what I mean? I know, obviously, it was an effect monster. It's not like it was a normal monster. Clearly, it was an effect monster. It's a XYZ, right? So I should have read the effect before I declared an attack. So I lose because I made a mistake, because I had an error in judgment. I assumed that my monster was stronger when it clearly was not. So I lost. But for somebody to be like, yeah, I pwned you, yeah, I'm the greatest player in the world, it's like, no, I fucked up. I made a mistake. A rare mistake. A mistake that a lot of other people wouldn't have made in the same situation. So don't think you're the greatest because you lucked out, because I messed up. I'm human. Remember, that's the thing. I made a mistake. If this was a machine, if I was a robot, I wouldn't have made that mistake. So you would not have won. Right? So you can't say pwning or owning or whatever, or you're the greatest player in the world, when the way you win is because other people make mistakes. It's like you won, but you didn't pwn. You know what I mean? And I'm using pwning because it's a more general term we use now, but I'm saying beating. Like, you didn't beat your opponent. You won the match. You won. Your opponent lost, but you didn't beat them. You didn't flat out do something for them to lose. They lost on their own, so you really didn't beat them. I remember there was a scenario that was funny. My friend had 8,000 life points. Right, he was playing X Sabers. My brother was playing an Exodia deck, old school style Exodia deck, not that freaking Blue Eyes draw engine or none of the new versions of Exodia. It was just, simple Sangin type stuff, before the balance and shit. Point is, his deck was simple, and my friend with the X-Saber kept attacking. Sangin would die, get a piece of Exodia, play call Haunted Break Bank Sangin, he dies again, get another piece of Exodia. You get the point. Simple little tricks, to get a piece of Exodia. And it was just so hilarious, because then he got the final piece. I looked at my friend who had the X-Saber deck. He was like, yo, how does it feel to lose with 8,000 life points? Oh man, that was just so funny. He's like, damn, you still have 8,000 life points, but you lost. You still have all your life points, but you lost. You know what I mean? So it's just funny. It's just a little funny story. I just took advantage of it. Like, yo, how does it feel to lose with 8,000 life points? So that was funny. But think about it, okay, he lost the duel, but it's not like he lost because, my brother outplayed him. My brother just sang it and just took advantage of Sangin's effect until he got all 5 pieces of Exodia and won by Exodia win condition. Right? He won by win condition. He didn't flat out do all these, fancy little card combos to beat my friend. He just got the 5 pieces of Exodia. You know what I mean? So my brother won. He didn't straight up pwn, but he won. Because me personally, I have some duels that I just consider that I won, but I didn't pwn, I didn't win, and I consider those educational wins, where it's like, okay, I won because my opponent fucked up, or because of luck, as it were, because if he made the right move, or if he drew a monster when he needed a monster, he would have won. Because I've been in scenarios where I have low life points. I have like 200 life points, and I need to get a win. Not that I need to get a win. It's just I need to do something. If not, I'm just gonna lose. So then I do something to stall a little bit so I can win. But sometimes it's like if my opponent makes the right move, I would just lose. I would just flat out lose. So I'd be like extra quiet sometimes. Like I don't say nothing. Sometimes I even do like facial expressions where it's like, I got nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. Or I do the reverse where I make it seem like, yeah, I got something. You ain't got nothing. I'm gonna win this. When I actually have nothing. So I'm just faking the funk, right? I'm just pretending. I'm bluffing that, I'm gonna win and hoping that they fall for it, right? But that's the extra aspect. It's a human aspect. Because if we were machines, we just do what we do and that's it. But since we're humans, I could bluff. I could make it look like I got something when I really don't, and it could actually work. You know what I mean? So that's part of the game that I like, is the human aspect. I've taken that scenario where I would, exaggerate, make it seem like, yeah, I just drew my ace card or something. Like, yeah, I just drew Mirror Force, set it and forget it. Like I would draw, see there's a spell card, but not make it look like, oh man, it's not a Mirror Force. So then I'll be like, yeah, smile, put my little face down. Let's say it's baked off. Right? Put my baked off face down, smile, cross my arms, and just end my turn. You know what I mean? Make it seem like I just drew what I needed, when I really did not. And it has worked for me a couple times. Not all the time. Some people are like, I don't care, I attack. And it's like, oh, you got that. What's your face now? Not telling you, I ain't showing you. Good times, good times. But, winning and pwning are two different things. You win something because somebody forfeited, or because they made a mistake and that's why you won. So you just won because of chance, not because you actually put time and effort and you had a strategy to win. You just won because you just won. Then pwning is, or beating somebody is, you actually did everything right and you beat them. So there's a difference between winning and pwning. And that's the end of the video.